Here we want to change each percent to a decimal and then turn each decimal into a percent. So let's look at the word percent. So per, another way to write that is a division symbol. And then cent, well, that means 100. For example, century means 100 years. Or if you think about 100 cents, so this means per 100. So what you want to do with each of these numbers, you want to divide them by 100. So for the first one, it would be 23 divided by 100. So instead of dividing by 100 each time, an easier way to do that is to first locate where the decimal is located. If it's a whole number, then it's at the end. And then what you want to do is move the decimal place to the left 2 places. So that's equivalent to dividing by 100. So this is going to equal 0.23. So 23% is equivalent to 0.23. Now let's look at 9%. Here's our decimal. We still want to move it to the left 2 places. So 1, 2. There isn't a number in this space, so what we need to do is add a 0. So 9% equals 0.09. Number 3, we have 6.34%. Here's our decimal. Let's move it to the left 2 places. Again, there isn't a number right there, so we need to add a 0. So 6.34% equals 0.0634. And then 0.9%, here's our decimal place, or our decimal. Let's move it to the left 2 places. Again, there isn't a number there, so we need to add a 0. So 0.9% equals 0.009. So let's do the opposite now. Change each decimal to a percent. So when we're going from percent to a decimal, we moved the decimal to the left 2 places. Here we want to move the decimal to the right 2 places. So we're doing the opposite. So 0.45 equals 45%. Next, number 2, we have 0.03. So we want to move our decimal to the right 2 places. So 0.03 equals 3%. Next, we have 0.6. Here's our decimal. Let's move it to the right 2 places. There isn't a number, so whenever we don't have a number there, we need to add a 0. So 0.6 equals 60%. And then 1.23, move it to the right 2 places. So 1.23 equals 123%. And notice that this percentage is over 100. So whenever you have a number that's greater than 1, your percentage is going to be greater than 100.